I'm not going to retire because I've lost my way. My purpose is greater than me. I have a calling, not a career.
I think awareness is always on the front end. You can't grow yourself if you don't know yourself.
The happiest people are not always the most successful people, but they're the ones who serve the best.
You see, the things I do today determines the habits I have tomorrow, which determines the mindset that I have for life. If I learn from the failure, I get better. And if I get better, guess what? On the other side of getting better, improvement is success.
John Maxwell and his 10 Rules of Greatness. Check him out.
I see many people, they seem to be content with always what they're going to do, but never what they did. I know people, you know them too, they're always getting ready to get ready, and you think, wow, when are they going to start doing this? Here's what I know. You can do goal setting with a pencil, but you have to do goal getting with your legs. You got to take action. And it's the action that separates us. The greatest gap in this world is the gap between knowing and doing. Knowing is goal setting. Doing, now that's goal achieving.
Every day add value to people. Every day serve one. Every day live the intentional life of doing for others, sometimes what they cannot do for themselves. And if you will put people first and add value to them and serve them, it becomes absolutely amazing what you and I are going to have and achieve, how we're going to help people, and in return, how it comes back to us. Benjamin Franklin said this: "No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of someone else." If you're helping someone else lift a load in your life, you become a very useful person. Mahatma Gandhi said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. But perhaps on this kind of a theme, my favorite quote is from Albert Schweitzer, who said, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know. The only ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." Boy, he's right on. The happiest people are not always the most successful people, but they're the ones who serve the best. I've met a lot of unhappy, successful people, haven't you? But I've never met an unhappy person that gave their life of serving and giving and adding value to other people.
You know, when somebody says take one step and you can make progress, that's not true. If you only take one step, you get stuck. It's the continuing stepping, knowledge and doing, what I know and what I do, that continuous stepping that makes us successful in life. So take what you know and then ask yourself, now what can I do with what I know so that I can help people and add value to their lives? Each one of us should live our life as if we'll never learn everything we need to learn. We'll never be able to accomplish everything we wanted to accomplish. We won't be able to experience everything we wanted to experience. We should live our life every day hungry, understanding that we are to live until we die. The moment that you focus in on what you want to do, that's when you begin to have energy to do it. A distracted person lacks energy. And when they get to the thing they need to be focusing in on, they don't have the energy to give. But when a person says, no, this is the one thing I'm going to do, and they set their mind to it, they set their eyes on it, and they set their hand to do it, all of a sudden, energy begins to fill their life. Why? Because what you focus on, what you concentrate on, what you desire to accomplish, once your eyes are fixed on that, it begins to energize you, and you begin to see the possibility of making it happen. I know people with a negative mindset, which basically they view everything in a negative way. I know people with a positive mindset, which means they view everything in a positive way. People with an abundance mindset, a scarcity mindset. It's a way of thinking. The question is, how did we get there? How did we get that mindset? Through practice and habits. People that have a negative mindset have continually thought negatively. People that have a positive mindset have continually thought positively. You see, the things I do today determines the habits I have tomorrow, which determines the mindset that I have for life. What I want you to understand is that it's not failure that's the problem, it's my response, a wrong response to failure that's the problem. Here's the way this works. Failure works when you have a right response to it. Failure doesn't work when you have a wrong response to it. When you fail, you have basically a decision to make. Am I going to learn from the failure, which is very profitable, or am I going to leave and run from the failure, which is very unprofitable and very hurtful? If I run and leave, I never learn, and I just repeat the failure, and I'm not going to be success at all. If I learn from the failure, I get better. And if I get better, guess what? On the other side of getting better, improvement is success. None of us can afford to have a life that is controlled by someone else, or a life that is basically controlled by our emotions. I learned many years ago that there are two kinds of people. There's the type of person who says, I'm going to wait till I feel like it before I do it. And then there's a person who says, I've got to do it so that I feel like it. One will never get anything done because they're still waiting to feel the moment to move. And the other person says, no, I need to move, and then I will begin to feel the moment. Sonia, self-discipline is essential in your life and in my life if we're going to get things done. So I have a challenge for every one of you this weekend. The challenge is simple. As you go through your weekend, and sometimes it's kind of hopefully an easier time of your week, ask yourself, am I practicing self-discipline in my life? Am I doing the things that I should do because I need to do them, or am I kind of waiting to feel the moment? Do like our friends Nike say, just do it. I think awareness is always on the front end. You can't grow yourself if you don't know yourself. So I think awareness is huge. You have to be aware of yourself, strengths, weaknesses, the whole deal. And once you're aware of yourself, then you have to take your giftedness and maximize your strengths, and then you have to make the right choices. But awareness is on the front end, and we don't hear a lot about awareness. He was so greatly loved, and he made such a difference in so many leaders' life. And I would hold his hand, and in fourth grade, I kind of wanted to go to lunch, and it's only a 3-minute walk across the campus, but for my dad, it was a 30-minute walk. Because he'd stop and pray with people and encourage people and believe in people and love on people. And I would watch people come and just, I could tell how much they adored him and loved him. And I'm in the fourth grade, and I'm saying, when I get older, I want to be just like my dad. I just want to make a difference. I want to add value to people. I just want to make a difference. And when you think about it, when you're making a difference, your spirit is high, your morale is high. You all of a sudden you feel good about yourself and you feel good about others. I'm not going to retire because I've lost my way. My purpose is greater than me. I have a calling, not a career. A career you end, a career you kind of phase out. And there's all kinds of things you do with the career, but with the calling, what I do is what I love to do, and I don't want to retire. I don't have any desire to retire. I didn't come to Birmingham because I wanted another plane trip. I didn't come to Birmingham because I wanted to see Birmingham. I've seen Birmingham. I came to Birmingham because I wanted to see you. And I wanted to see you because I thought I had a message perhaps that could help you find your purpose and maybe spark something within you that would begin to get you on your way to finding and losing your purpose. That's why I came. I'm having the time of my life. I tweeted my wife, Margaret, before I went out. I said, oh, this is what I was born for. I was born for this. And if I was born for this, why would I want to stop? I've decided that I'm going to live until I die.
Hopefully you can learn something from John's rules of greatness. Take some, take them all. Learn to implement some of these in your life to help you become more successful. Take care.